Hello everybody, this is VerticalSandwich and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. And we are in a place called the Island Closest to Heaven, which is like the island closest to Hell where we left you last time. And we have Encounter None equipped, so because this is also a place with really high level monsters and junction areas all the way around it. Oh, I thought since I had saved and stopped the game that the junction, or the draw points would be refilled, but apparently they are not. Okay, well fine then. Okay, we have some aliens to sight. Now, as I told you before, there's one around Windhill, so you just go to Windhill and run around with Encounter None equipped, and you will, you'll see an alien. There's one on this little island, which is a little east of Trabia. There's this really long peninsula, and this island is just a little east of that. And so you get out here, and you'll have a random monster encounter, but there's nothing you can do. See, no monster. And if you try to attack, the only thing you can attack is each other. So there it is, UFO. I told you they were UFOs. It's a very easy to identify flying object. It's not an unidentified flying object, that is obviously an alien spacecraft. So anyway, there are some other things that are on my mind. I've been, we at one point we're gonna have to go back to Esthar, so because it's where so you can see this peninsula that we're next to, and that's how you're gonna identify where you're at. So how's everybody doing? We're doing good here. We've got a ton of stuff to do. I'm running a lot of this stuff in a different file, like where I took a file and just branched it off, and I'm saving it differently, and kind of running through the stuff before I film it, and weird stuff. So, okay, so somewhere a little south of Esthar, there's this desert, and it's really obvious when you see it. It looks different than any other landscape. So, no, it's not up here. You gotta watch, because if you accidentally hit Lunatic Pandora, you'll open the next part of the story, and there's no going back from that, so. Okay. And this area we're at right now, this will be important a little later. So there's 4 alien sightings in all. And, well, obviously we did the Windhill one that I've already talked about. And we just did the one up by Trabia. So there'll be this one, and then there's one kind of over by Timber. It's a little harder to describe where that one is. Okay, so here's the desert, and like I said, see, it looks different than everything else. So park just a little north of it. And yeah, once you hit the desert, it should happen right away. Okay. And it's always carrying something different. Like, yeah, this time it's carrying a pyramid, and like last time it was carrying, I don't know, whatever that symbol thing was that like. So yeah. Okay, so we've got one more to go. Actually, there's 2 more to go, but we've got one. There's one we can't do until we've done these first 4. So the next one, like I said, will be over by Timber. So once we get up here on the main Galbadian continent or whatever it is, we'll find it. Okay, and what I look for is this, like, this lake, and then, like, this huge set of trees here. And see, that's where we had the Laguna fantasy, or the Laguna flashback. And, just a little south of here, there's gonna be, like, a huge area of beach, where when you get to the beach, you can see, like, the bridge to Fisherman Horizon. Like, see, there it is in the distance. So you'll have to kind of, I mean, if you're looking for it, you'll have to kind of match up. Alright, so this will be the last one. Well, the last one that is like this. So this one should be the Easter Island head. I think. Well, I know. Because we did pyramid and cow and whatever that design thing was. So there you go, Easter Island head. Bye, spaceship. Alright. So, the reason we're going to go back to Esthar is because we can get into all the shops now, and I don't know if we could have done that before. But we can buy a bunch of stuff that if you missed along the way, like all of the weapons monthlies. And I think all of the combat kings, unless there's if there's a 5th one and we already have it, but if there's, you can buy 4 there. So we'll be going back for that too. And all kinds of stuff, all kinds of reasons to go back and forth. So the last UFO sighting is going to be over here, at the top end, kind of over by where that long peninsula was. And what you want to look for is there's a little chocobo forest, somewhere around here. And when we find that, we've got to get on the cliff above that. What am I missing? It should be right around here. Huh. Okay. Well, either I'm an idiot, or I'm an idiot. It's probably I'm an idiot. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we just want to land right here. Alright. And this time we have to fight it. So there it is. Let's get him. And eventually it'll blow up. Well, it won't blow up, it'll do this. And if you try to draw from it, the only thing you can draw is Demi, which we already have a bunch of, so. Alright, so there it went. It went and crashed somewhere. Fun, fun. So that wasn't so bad, beating up aliens aside. And we get an Aegeus armlet, or amulet, which will allow us to add a junction to one of our GFs, but we probably won't use it for that. We'll probably be refining it into something later. There aren't a lot of the add abilities to GF items that we'll be using. Like Healing Mail will add HP plus 20%, but we'll have enough. We'll get enough of that out of the GFs that we're going to get, so. Alright, so to the Esthar Air Station. And then I'm going to turn off the encounter none because I actually want to encounter some stuff in Esthar. Because it's one of the places that I'm going to be kind of hitting up enemies and stuff, and so, like, I want you to see what kind of enemies are there. Although we've kind of seen a little of that. Because the stuff we hit, like, in the Sorceress Memorial and stuff, like, that's the kind of stuff that we're gonna hit. Okay. So now onward. And we've got to walk to the, you don't hit things very often in Esthar. It's not the kind of place that you will random encounter stuff a lot. But when you do encounter stuff, it'll be good stuff, so. It's a good deal. Although I found out that the mesmerized blades we were getting from those like unicorn-looking things, like those things refine into mega potions, which is really cool. So, another reason to grind for those. So we'll see. We'll hit stuff eventually. And if we don't, big deal. We'll just go to what we're gonna do and do it. Oh, alright, we got that thing that we've never gotten to fight because Odin always kills it. And then an imp. These guys always end up stabbing them or shooting themselves in the foot by casting Berserk. Like... that thing's funny. Oh my god. It was a great attack for 100 points. You want to kill the imp because he can cast Confuse. And I don't have a good defense against Confuse because I don't have... like, I haven't done any grinding for it and don't plan to grind for it to kind of avoid it. Like, it would make sense to grind for it if you want to status junction it to keep, like, your people from being able to get confused, but it doesn't happen very often, so it's not quite worth it. If we wanted to make an attempt to fight any Marbrils, that would be maybe a decent thing to take care of, but and you can, I forgot to equip Mug, but the only thing you can mug from the imps is poison powder anyway. There may be a rare item you can mug from them, but so these things will close up and then they're pretty impervious to physical attacks, but when they do that they don't have a lot of hit points left anyway, so you can just keep attacking them. It's not a big deal. So anywho, on Wednesday I broke my view record, which was really crazy to break it on a Wednesday. I had over 600 views in one day. It was really surprising. Like, beat my old record by like 60 views. And we got some life rings, we got some curse spikes for that. I wasn't even paying attention, to tell you the truth. Okay. So we're gonna put Mug back on so we can get stuff from people. Or things. I guess they're not people, they're things. So, anywho, running around Esthar with broken platforms. Although we could probably... I don't know if we could rent a car to do this or not. So anyway, we want to shop. Okay. We need to make it a point to get out of here and read all of our weapons monthlies, and then see if we can upgrade any of our weapons. So yeah, look at this. You can buy all of the weapons monthlies except for the first issue, and then you can buy all the combat kings, which is awesome. Well, you can buy the 3 of them, and I know there's more than 3, but we've gotten a couple of them, so. Oh, come on, Johnny, open your shop. Alright, and I want to see if we can buy Elixir. I don't think that you can buy Elixirs in this game. The internet has told me very confidently that you can buy them in Johnny's shop, and I don't believe that's true. I may be missing something. You can Forbidden Medicine refine them, and I think you can even med level up refine them. But since we don't have either of those abilities, and we need 5 of them for the alien that landed. He wants 5 elixirs. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to refine Angelo's card to 100 elixirs, because it'll also give us a good test case to see if we can actually get cards that you mod, if you can get them back in the 4th disc. Because people have said that too. But again, the sources on the internet for this game are not the most reliable things in the world. Well, there's a lot of them, number 1, and like number 2, they can't cover everything. It's a big game. Okay, so we're having a sale. Hooray. It says you can buy them for 50,000 gold, which I would gladly pay that for 5 of them. Because we have 2. Maybe we have 3, I'm not sure. And it doesn't look like, and we don't need any of this stuff. You know, we just bought 100 of everything to... Alright, so we'll get out of Dodge here. Oh, we need to do the... See if we can... upgrade anything. So we'll make sure to read the latest issue of Weapons Monthly. Which I think... I don't know which one it was. It'd still be the last one in our item list. I was wondering, it looked like we were short on options. Yeah, July. And we don't actually have to look. At some point I probably will specifically look for the items I need for these things to try to get them for everybody. Before Disc 4 I'll be doing that. I know there's a lot of stuff we have to do. It doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, but it is. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got all the ones earlier than this, so we'll check out the shop, and then there's something I want to do here, and then we'll leave. I know, you're just like, oh god, seriously. But after this, we won't have to do anything else in Esthar. I think. I promise. I shouldn't promise, because I don't know, but I don't think so. Okay. So, let's see. Well, now we have 7 options for Squall. That's pretty crazy. When really the Lionheart is the only thing we're really interested in. It gives us an extra limit break. So... Like, some of these we're gonna have to get from the monsters on, like, the island closest to hell and things like that, so... I'm not too worried about it. But it looks like we're fully upgraded right now for what we can do. Okay. And then you wanna talk to this kid, because, well, I'm scared! It's okay, I'll make it go away. But really? Yeah, so stop crying and go hide. Okay. I love that as a moment, like, number one, I just love the confidence where he's just like, don't worry. Like, I'll make it okay. And then the, you know, and just like, it's a little kid. I just think it's great. So, no, we don't want to go shopping, quit asking. Alright, so let's get out of Dodge, people. Alright. I like that there's a guy running through the tube. Like, for no reason. There's no explanation for it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I guess he's patrolling, and normally he would have patrolled, like, on the platform or something, but now he's just running. He's the Forrest Gump of Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, I guess we could save here. Oh, okay. Well, we have 2 imps and a coral. C-O-E-U-R, so that, I don't know what it is. I don't know how you... Well, it doesn't have anything good that we can draw from it. So yeah, I mean, this is actually like a really good, example of kind of how weak we still are, is the fact that, like, these guys are going to give us an enormous amount of problems. I'm going to fight them because they're going to be worth a decent experience. And it's within my range of abilities to beat them. I mean, it's not... They're not so big that it's going to be a huge problem. So, oh yeah, the big problem is going to be that they're going to be casting these spells. And these spells are not going to do horrible amounts of damage to us, but, like, they take a long time. This is going to be a long battle. Well, maybe I'll fast forward to shorten it up. Or something. Because there's really no reason for you guys to watch all of this. But I do want to give you a sense of the kind of things, like, the kind of monsters that I'm shooting at, and the kind of monsters that I'm playing around with when I'm off camera, kind of dealing with these things. So... And it'll be good to get them out of the way so we don't have to show them all in Disc 4. Because there's going to be a lot of crazy creatures in Disc 4. You really can do all the grinding you would ever need to do in Disc 4 if you wanted to. And you can actually get a lot of the extra GFs that we're going to get in these videos. You can get a lot of those in Disc 4 as well. It doesn't really make a huge difference. I'll walk you through a strategy for getting kind of a strategy for getting extra GFs in Disc 4. If it made sense to leave one, if I could be sure that we would be able to get it. But it makes sense to show you how to get them before you do all this stuff we've already done in Disc 3. Because you really can. Which, by the way, in case anybody didn't know, like, the level death spell is about multiples, so, like, level 5 death means it will work on you if the level you're at ends in 5, like a multiple of 5. I know, that's weird. So, like, theoretically, like, I guess level 6 death would work on you if you were at level 36 or 42. Which means level 5 death works really well on you if you're level 100, which is the highest level. So, it ends up being something you have to watch for in the final guy. Because the final guy will have level 5 death. And it's tempting to go in with all of your guys at level 100. I probably will not be going in with all of my guys at level 100, but probably my main guy will be. Squall will probably be level 100. So Zell is confused, and apparently that means casting Flare on us and Kiraga on the enemy. So we're going to have to put a stop to that. I'm going to belt him once with Quistis. It's actually an easy solution to confuse, is to hit the guy that's confused with your weakest non-confused person. You don't want to hit him with Squall, because Squall will kill him. Or do major damage. But I can't have him, there we go. You get him, Quistis. There. Now he's working for us again. Anyway, we're probably going to be shutting this down when we get back to the airship, because this fight is really drawing this video out. Okay, so when these guys stand up, they're getting ready to do their blaster attack, which is devastating. It's a crazy powerful attack. And hopefully we're strong enough to kill this guy before he gets a chance to do it. But that may not be the case. Oh, good job, Quistis. Way to miss. Alright. Oh, we got him. Okay, good. So that'll be that, and I will catch up with you guys next video when we will finish out the alien thing, and then we'll be heading to Shumi Village, actually. And I know anybody who knows anything about Shumi Village is just like, oh no. But I think we can tackle Shumi Village in 2 videos, so I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.